Today, from London, England, it's the NFL International Series on EA Sports. It's the London Black Knights taking on the Toronto Thunderbirds.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at the Londoners as they get ready here. The losers their last... Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And what I'm looking for from him today, the things every quarterback is looking to do. Lead his team to a victory. Doesn't matter whether he's throwing it, running it, handing it off. However he has to do it, as well as exhibiting some leadership, that's what he's trying to accomplish.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 10 carries, 51 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
On 1st and 10, Goldstein. He's got it complete to Perkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Throwing on 1st down, Goldstein. He's got it complete to Perkins. And he's brought down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And he'll give it here to his running back. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Goldstein. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, Plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying, if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? But a long one, and he can't connect. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now Reddick. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him. 2
plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Reddick sets to pass it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ramsey.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Here's Reddick to throw. That's into a crowd and picked off at the 19. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
On first down, Goldstein, throw over the middle, pulled in here by Farrell. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw on 2nd down, Goldstein.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, Those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
From the gun on third down, Goldstein. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Off play action. Goldstein. And this one caught by Beasley. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Goldstein. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 39. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches and even 60 yards and a touchdown.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Woody. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. A fumble lost last week, now a fumble lost this week. Is this just growing pains of a rookie?
It is growing pains, but they can't afford them. Not him nor his team. That means extra work during the week with his coaching staff and extra work on his head to make sure he doesn't lose his confidence. They like him. They want him to flourish.
Because you know he wants to avoid that label of being a fumble machine.
It is a label that is hard to shed, and that just means teams come after you even more, ripping and raking at the football when you're carrying it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Looking for Beasley, got him on his slant. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 1st and 10, Goldstein, and that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, Vance. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Goldstein. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one sent away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? From the 24, Reddick. Pressure comes, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. He was still looking through his progressions and going through his receiver options, and while he was doing that, the defense got to him quickly in the pocket.
And it was a great example of zone coverage. Well executed, well coordinated. All the receivers were covered, and he couldn't evade the rush back in the pocket.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This is intercepted. Picked off at the 19, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for them on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
Probably should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Goldstein. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. To throw on second down, Goldstein. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
To throw on 3rd down, Goldstein. And this is going to be incomplete. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the left hash, this from 34. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And a look now at the defense as they head back out there onto the field. And a big reason they have the lead right now, as we see on the screen, their 3 turnovers.
And how about the emotion now that the defensive team is generating for the entire team? Creating the turnovers, what they call takeaways, and turning those into points for their team. That's why they have the lead, and that's got to be exciting for those guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Under pressure, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. They're going to look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Now fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. London about set to take over on offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. To throw again on second down, Reddick. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is finally out of bounds all the way down at the 30. And they rattle off a big one. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's going the other way. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. A big boy earning his lunch. That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kicks away following that fumble return. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Toronto's offense ready to take over.
And in just about every game we see, partner, what do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that'll be incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. On the return is Williams. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. London about set to take over on offense. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on first down. Goldstein looking left side, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Off the play fake. Goldstein. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It's a loss of 3 on what should be the final play of the first half. And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And this offense set to go now to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looking to throw on second down. Reddick. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Boy, how good has this defense been seemingly all game long?
I really think right from the first snap, I think you're really onto something there. In this passing game, it just can't get off the ground. And that play, it wound up losing yardage.
2nd and 11. Back to throw here. Throw left side, complete. That's Burton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape, and that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
So 4th down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. On first down, Goldstein. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. On second down now, Pitts. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
2nd and 12. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look. 6 DBs. Looking to throw. Goldstein. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Toronto's offense ready to take over. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll set up a throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the first at the 29. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. London about set to take over on offense. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Yeah, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Goldstein. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. Looking to throw on second down. Goldstein. He finds his man. Complete. That's Perkins. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Goldstein. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
On 1st down, Woody. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the 1st down against our defense by that decision.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taking it about the 1. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Toronto's offense ready to take over. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard, but that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He finds his man, complete. It's Ramsey. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Hill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ramsey. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Hill. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. On 1st down, Hill. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And again, it's Hill. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Out of the gun, Hill.
That ball nearly intercepted, but he could not hang on. Oh, pick there certainly would have been nice. Instead, at least, it'll be 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time on 4th for Hill. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Hill. Can't get away, and he's taken down. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
On 1st down, it's Hill. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now it's Hill. Able to, and a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational, CD. That is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack as a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
3rd and long. It's Hill. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted.
Picked off down near the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there, and he winds up giving the ball away.
And here comes a big tight end as he gets set for this next drive. And we see here the productivity certainly has decreased from the start of the game, but sometimes people forget these tight ends, they can do more than just catch the football.
That is so true, because now when things start to happen and you're not getting the ball as much, maybe you change your focus on the game. Maybe you become a very good decoy. Maybe you block a little bit more. But sometimes you have such a great first half, you expect it to continue to roll, and it doesn't just happen that easily in the second.
Now they have been able to shut him down, at least as of late. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Off play action. Goldstein. And he's got his man here, Beasley. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Now whistles here, and we've got a man down. Man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Pitts. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. On 2nd down, Vance. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Vance, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Vance, and he stopped immediately there. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. The offense on 3rd down, they've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Goldstein. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short, brought down at the 45. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the 2nd half. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down. Hill. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Hill on first down. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. They're going to hurry back to the line now. And Diggs has it.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Hill. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. On first and 10, Hill. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
From the gun on third, Hill. He's going to let it fly. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the home team here, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say cheerio from London.